rocking a St. Louis Cardinals baseball hat to a World Series game at Wrigley Field. And how did that go for you, John, that night?
Well, it was a controversial statement for some people. I didn't really mean anything by it other than I certainly wasn't going to wear a Cubs hat. I needed a hat.
Yes.
And I wasn't going to wear an Indians. I mean, what hat? I explained it to quite a few Cubs fans on the day who, when, like most things, it's easy to get your dander up when you're screaming anonymously on the radio or in a comment section. But when you speak to somebody in person, you generally, the cooler heads prevail. So in person, when I spoke to people, it was, well, of course you're going to wear. You're a Cardinal fan. That's fine. We're very happy for you. With the exception of one very particular Cubs fan who took my hat off and threw it over the wall into the alley of the bar that we were all in. And that Cubs fan was Bill Murray.
Okay. Now then, when did you realize it was Bill Murray? Did you have like a flash of indignity and like
no.
fisticuffs coming?
I was very aware that Billy was there because it was after Game 5, which they won, and we were myself, Joel Murray, who was a co-star on Mad Men with me and a very good friend of mine, as well as. The Murray clan runs pretty deep, although they did lose their oldest brother this year, rest in peace. They run about 6 or 7 siblings in that family. There's a Brian Doyle.
Yes.
There's a Joel. There's several Murrays. Chad Michael. I'm not sure if he's related.
Great reference, John.
So,
that's great.
So I believe one of their sisters was there that night. It was a party. It was very exciting. Chris Chelios was there. Eddie Vedder was there.
Damn.
Chicago royalty was out in force that night. And I was there with one of my managers who's from the south side of Chicago, another friend of mine who flew in to see the game. And so it was a very celebratory evening. And I was wearing my hat and people were singing and karaokeing and dancing. We're all in sort of the back outside space of a bar right near Wrigley. And Billy, who I had met on several occasions, and I wouldn't say that I know well, but I definitely know enough to say hi, said hi in a sort of a jubilant, dancing, excited way. And at the same time said, "Get this hat off your head," and plucked it off the top of my head and kind of reverse tossed it over the wall into the alley. And then I watched it sort of sail into the night, and I thought, well, I guess I'll never see that again. And I followed it down, and I looked to the left on the wall that he had thrown it over, and there was a door to the alley. So I just opened the door, and I took 3 steps out and picked my hat up off the ground and put it back on my head and walked back into the party. Now,
that's fandom, sir. Yes.
The end of the story is even better because up to maybe a year or so later, and now this whole story has been printed in the Chicago Tribune.
Yes.
Jon Hamm is punking the Cubs by wearing a hat from the Cardinals. It's from none of this I knew. I just wore the hat because I thought it was cool. I got it on a photo shoot. So I'm hosting an event for the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Illinois, based in Chicago. Now, I'm not from Illinois. I'm from St. Louis, but there's a friendly rivalry, yada, yada. Here we are. So part of the thing is a live auction. And so one of the things was I said I would auction off the hat that I wore to the World Series. You can blow it up like the Steve Bartman ball. You can run it over with a truck. You can give it to your friend from St. Louis. Whatever you want to do, it's all for the kids. I'm very happy to do it. And I think it sold for like $5,000 or $6,000. So nice. Somebody had in the audience had a real grudge against that hat, or is wearing it today. I don't know.
So I guess the moral of the story is that if your hat gets thrown off of your head by anybody, it could be comedy, film royalty, television, comedy, film royalty, or anyone, and it's thrown into some sort of Chicago street water stream, pick up the hat, put it back on your head because it could make some money for charity. Right, John?
Exactly. You never. The moral of the story is you never know.
You never know. That's the story, and we give you a clap for that. It's wonderful. It's wonderful, especially since, again, the reason why you wore it is functionality. You needed a hat.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
What are you going to go to a baseball game and wear what am I going to wear, a colonial tricorn? No, I'm going to wear a baseball cap.
Unless you go to a Patriots game, you could do that and fire off a cannon or something like that.
I would never do.
You'd never go to Patriots. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.